So just as I've said in my video from yesterday, having a small camera like this, as you've noticed, me in the supermarket, this being so small makes it so easy to just film and not feel too self-conscious about, other people kind of looking at you. And basically the camera is so small, no one notices that you actually are filming. You just see me putting ice cream back in this freezer box and taking it out again, putting it back inside again. So that was probably the only weird thing about it, but no one noticed me using the camera. So for vlogging, this is actually really good. The only thing that I noticed is if you only use the top part and you want to be really stealthy, like I like to, and you kind of stick out over the DJI logo, but more importantly over the little LED light, then you actually don't know if you recorded. And there was this one time where it actually wasn't, I didn't know did I record it or not, so I kind of removed the sticker, moved it a little bit slightly to the side so that the LED is only barely visible. So let's hope that that works a little bit better. But yeah, if you want to be stealthy and you kind of take over one of the LEDs, you don't know if you're filming. So again, having a small camera like this is really cool if you want to kind of vlog very inconspicuously. Alright, so what you have been hearing when I was at my fridge, that was the internal mic, and I thought it would be maybe a good idea to give you a direct comparison what the sound would be like if I connect the DJI Mic 2 that I used a lot on my DJI Pocket 3 with this DJI Mic Nano. I can see from my levels it might be a little bit too hot, although I already turned down the dB to -7. Maybe I need to turn it down even further if I am a little bit louder. Let's see, now it is in the red. I'm curious to see what it will sound like if this sounds a little bit distorted. So yeah, that is also a little bit of a test for me. Obviously, when you utilize lav mic like this and you have it close to your mouth, it obviously will sound much better. That being said, this is day 3. Oh no, this is day 4 actually. Day 4 of me testing this DJI Nano, and I'm really impressed by the internal mics, considering there are just 1, 2, 3, if I'm not completely mistaken, 3 holes, mic holes on the camera that you need to be very careful not to cover if you're vlogging. This sound is really good. I mean, considering the physical, in air quotes, not limitations, but if you're vlogging, you're obviously holding the camera for about 45 centimeters, so about a foot and a couple of inches away from your mouth. So the audio should be good anyways, but it will pick up everything. It is basically not a directional noise or mic pattern, but rather like a 360-degree pattern, so it will pick up everything, and the sound won't be as crisp as if I had a lav mic like this very close to my mouth. That being said, I am impressed how well the mics of the internal the sound quality of the mics, the internal mics of the DJI Nano are really good. So I'm actually thinking, and this is not yet my final verdict, but I'm fairly certain that this won't change, because the internal mics are so good, because this is so small. And as you've been seeing in my vlog yesterday, and I'm going to the gym as well right now, it is so tiny. You can hide it in the supermarket, you can hide it in the gym without people noticing. Obviously, please be considerate of other people, don't film them if they don't want to be filmed. But yeah,
because it is less noticeable, I feel less self-conscious when filming myself. And reducing the amount of friction, like I just said, knowing that the internal mics are this good, just means that I can film in the heat of the moment and I am able to vlog more than previously. Yes, the DJI Pocket 3 is an amazing camera. It is also small, and it also enabled me to shoot a lot previously, be it on my main channel or my second channel. But still, it was very big that I felt still very self-conscious talking into the camera in public. With this, I kind of can get away with people thinking, oh, maybe he's just on the phone. And he's not holding a camera, that makes it a very good tool. Furthermore, you probably will see in the gym footage that I will kind of edit in here, I will keep everything. I have two modes. One mode that is basically my filmic mode, where it's set to 24 frames, shutter speed 1/50th, and auto ISO. But this will also mean that in specific lighting scenarios, I will need to use the ND filter, which can be cumbersome. So I created a second custom setting where everything, shutter included, is on auto. And I was also very impressed that this does look really good, all things considered. And I will continue experimenting with that more. Again, with the goal to reduce as much friction as possible. So knowing the internal mics are good, still I have the option to go to a lav mic. Knowing or hoping that the auto exposure mode is good enough for these vlogging scenarios will make this such a good tool in the future to vlog more. So again, if I want, in air quotes, cinematic footage, which I don't expect this camera to be for because it's an action camera, I still have the 24p mode with 1/50 shutter, ND filters, a lav mic like this, so I can get the best footage as possible. But in the heat of the moment, everything auto with the internal mics should be good enough. But I reserve that verdict until my final review of this DJI Nano. And now, yeah, let's get to the gym. So everything that you just saw in the gym was recorded with the auto exposure mode. And I actually wanted to record this in auto as well, but yesterday I also filmed here inside the car. And granted, while the audio conditions in this car are really good, the lighting situation isn't as great, especially if you consider, I don't know, sunlight getting through these windows and kind of bouncing around. Everything has some weird colors. I've never had that issue with my DJI Pocket 3, but yeah, with the video yesterday that I recorded here in this car, I noticed the colors were a little bit off. So I switched the camera back to my regular, let's call it cinematic mode, as I've said. So 4K, 24p, in D-Log M 10-bit, but I kept the shutter speed at 1/50th, and that is why I added the ND filter. This is an ND, hold on, ND8. So it kind of turns down the light in here so I can film with 1/50th. Not sure. It does look okay here on the display. I think everything in terms of colors is all right. And yeah, I think this works out pretty well. So overall, I can tell you the image quality, be it in auto or in manual mode, works really well. And yeah, again, this is not yet my final review. I will let you know in a couple of videos later on how I think about this camera overall. But right now, I think it's really cool and I enjoy it quite a lot. And yeah, maybe subscribe to this channel by clicking the button up here. Maybe also check out the video from yesterday up here, and YouTube thinks that you liked the video down here. And yeah, if you subscribe, we will see each other in the next video. Thank you very much.